We will move on to this next session. I invite Ikmiru El Shirui on the stage to introduce this session and to take over this session.
Anyways, good afternoon. Introduction to the world of poetry. Had there not been the world of poetry, I don't think people will know about my existence. Because without poetry, I'm as good as dead. I've been teaching for quite a long time, for 8 years now. I'm very active in church activities. I have also been a part of many small programs. So people think I'm quite confident on stage, but it's the other way around. Since I've been teaching for many years, of course, within the 4 walls of classroom, 5 hours, 8 hours, but outside that, I'm a very introvert, I'm very timid, I'm a very shy person, and that is also the reason why I write. It's really poetry or poetry with the itum na shakrio da itum lingli razong da lejiwa itum ngandui la kaina itum na skuli dam da le boyets biwe amin lingli razong. Like for instance, William Shakespeare, William Wordsworth, Robert Frost, or when we talk about Tang Pu, Si Jipang, MC Aram, YK Shimre, PR Yangahao, Atumi Razane, poetry da itum na shakyo da. Ka poetry it is not just confined to the name. What they talk about is what poetry is all about. Because atum na matuidak le atum na kapidak le atum na hangdak le is not confined to one genre. And that is what poetry is all about. Ili poetry for me, poetry is the soul of my body. Or it is the thing that keeps my body awake, that keeps my soul alive. That much, poetry means that much to me. Kagabibali, kabir kava ina hangai that leji, the tongue hang shohaugada, hang shaphaugada, iwibanga, jibajina, poetry bajina, iwi ringata, sakaina, iwi pasawi, manglagataina, tada kamatai malay. It's only poetry he later Hansa Sigjiva. Each of us will have different opinions. In our Hankai Tada, Iwibanga, it is the soul to my body, the Hane. Robert Frost, the Tata Hankai Jekava. Poetry is what gets lost in the translation, the Hane. William Hazlitt Nava, poetry he can have the Hankai Jekava. Poetry is all that is worth remembering in life, Jim. Ili hang laka poetry he lay the hang a cover. Hang lo ja cover, Kanadai na hang by poetry is my voice. Because whatever I want to express, whatever I want to share, even poetry mama express sign. So poetry is my voice, my loudest voice. But generally speaking, or literally speaking, poetry is an art. Poetry is an art where the tool is weapon. laga tool china weapon nga sa that le weapon chi ki le je ka ba language no wa language pa china ichungwi tools la nga sai so poetry hi ichungwi ba nga art na sing sing sala la ichungwi duye na sa khui da la ya art ne and then ichungwi english li proverbs khale tha da Ben is mightier than the sword, words are mightier than the sword, which means poem or poetries, they are a very powerful art. When we write poetry, we use different languages. Ka itum na tuiji shijin laga itumwi ningjuk, itumwi ning panin, itumwi kapaning katong kache itumwi uklungli feel sa la le katong kache itum na tuiji sing laga express ka sa na wa. Ka itum na tuiji sing laga express sa la la tuiji na itum na ki hangai da le glan je ungpai ba pai da ma chi pe mirror lui ji da na. Ji poetry no wa itum we hang ngai ji itum na dui na express sai ka dui ji mang na within that words behind the words that we use meaning a day da le ji no wa ji poetry no wa and that is also the beauty of poetry. There are many forms of poetries in a mahang la ka tong khana in my case iba free verse hai na iwi ba chung khamai hi free verse hai na blank verse ne ka poetry we forms na dai da le in poetry we maramli hanglo ja ka ba it is more or less to talk about our culture because whatever we write in our poems it comes from within and whatever there is inside us it comes from the culture in a way. So to talk about poetry is to talk about our culture. Itumwi poetry na itumwi culture hi kathada nushik pai kachiche katyo ga hang laga matai lang kai na itum na khyuwa ngai na poem kapini gi especially in our dialect khyuwa ngai na kapini gi le chipa chi katyo kathada hang ngai itumwi literaturely or itumwi poems katha ka pida hili language important sai itumwi culturally language powerful sala ka haya tool ne we agree that we have a very rich culture but many of us don't know majority or 99% of our culture. 3-4 years we alongkili many youngsters have started doing a research on our culture. Ka pasho kaiji it we shangda le culture chwina present akha ga thamang thai fiyo. That rich is our culture. Ja ha shang ga jin wa. Ka itum na shangai da khwi da le na shan hi. Ari ga hang da it is just 1%. Akum shaka we jili akum aka research sa laga kazem kuya we kichi we tili everyone itungwe khane thot bi hina o mayang itungwe nga shan hi shangla ka chana yang kichi chi thada rahang na uji no wa ina hili bonder sa nga sa khangai pa ba akum shaka we jili akum aka pa ka khui we bangai na na hina if you can accept if you can agree that we have a very rich culture Arila akum hang jugo da jugo ji ma pa khui la ti ga hai na da le da le ji pa khui hau si ji ba I tu we na shan shang ai da hang da le ji ka khala le me yo na pa ye ji pa ji la ta da room sang ai because I tu na thai da le ji ji li hen mai khar da le I tu we na shan ji ji li shang mai khar To talk about culture, we have to connect with literacy. Like a literacy, we have to go back to the coming of William Pettigrew. So William Pettigrew Manipur li 1894 li ungai ta hangai. Laga ana ukshuli lyric worship how fokchi 1896 ya. 1896 nei ta hangai. Even before his visit, itum tangpu na ping ba hili le ai sai wa. Itum na tangpu na ping ba hili le ai sai. Jita ka ba itum wi zat khna le sai. Itum wi shian jikan le sai. Itum wi ramsom le sai wa. William Pettigrew na hili khrawi na tha ka ba itum ari hili le dat le itum wi thot kya kha kanai da. Many generations have passed. Thot buchung ka kanai re. Laga jiwi atamli kapi laga gahai himalay chu ka da itum wi li ba oral tradition hi zat now ka da jiwi atamli zat na ka sa ji it was passed down from one generation to another generation. Tui matui na hang mi laga pason sang ji no. Laga kapi gahai malay la itum na ka kui itum na tui matui na pason sa ka kui ji ba ana phna hang da le wi thi itum ba akham ma ka la phaning sarawa. Ina kya khaning sang da kya khaning jang da na sala la 100% I ma phaning rem. Tha ka ba William Pettigrew na khra ju bi thodai na itum wi thothi. Kep kutung ka le da le ji oral tradition na ra shung da le ya ka ba thot akhanat ju bi thot awi chili khra thot chili hang da ka le ji. Chili katiu ka ba khamalai ma phaning khrer le da le ra. Thot akachi na na khwe la ga khna wa thot pa chi ge hang chi thai chi ding ra ja da chi da da ma phaning khrer mi sa sa ka hai ka chung khala le da le ra. Hili na han ngai pa ba da tha ka ba William Pettigrew na awi thot itumi apam hili khara chi generation na ari hon itumi generation hi kya ka chung khala le da le chi ge chi da da tiu mi sa sa ma ro da le ka ba sa hai le da le ra so sa hai ka ba itumi nga shanji ka ya kha Shiman ga hai da le mrao le gi no. William Pettigrew khara aina itum lai de ku pong li thai nau gi ne. Tha ka ba itum we awong ra aying ra ping ji they were illiterate. They don't know how to read, they don't know how to write. William Pettigrew na ji introduce ra sa na gi no. As rich as our culture, we have a very rich vocabulary. Chanjamui tuina itumna letter gajiji gairakta gathaidala. Mirror gajiji mingshin da gathaidala. Ka letter ji shairon holagava. Mingshin li itumna mirror mingshin da hangda gajiji kularu no yotchilagava. Ningla. Hangda leba ba itumi nga shan ga shang thada itumi tui la shangwa. Laga chithada tui shangai da itumi vocabularies la ka chung khalai da hangda lehi. Ka ji ka ta tui ba itumna poetry ka ka pili shi jin ki ga ji tui la nga dai da khalai la nga ba lu ji no. Itumi tui ji ja ka shang ji no. Are hili na nga sung khui khangai pa ba. Itumui awo ayi pimba since they were illiterate atumba kapilaga hai kami tija atumui li batada mangshong li lama shiman sama dlere apong lama lai pilung jela. But atum illiterate sa salala atum kachung kama tam kui salala or lai pa tam lak salala iwi ka paning li ba atum hi thang mai lagai because itumi culture malaya kaba itumi identity malay manay ga jiji atum thai ga zak haw da itumi nga shanji thai ga zak laga identity ji lay laga okchu ya mi akang sa khbai atum ba itumi bang ma chukni laga nga shanji zat khana ji shian ji kan ji ka ji ga ta apong hai na ba hai mi ji no itumi li ga ta da hai mi how lai na hai mi wo la pho le wo Shimban Rambanui, 青春绿巴对，日式个啥位，一种为让个他的拉松，个他的没风个眼米个几个当个拿破呢海米个几弄，么个比海米呢，他的那阿种 but they have done this year, they have done their part，阿种 but 只海米事个几呢，只啥米事个几弄。因为就话我呢是变去好类着，个为一种为 context 在那个。一种的 poetry 为么让你那对人家，可吧 poetry 为么让你行人家，可吧 or poetry 为么让你那在人家，可吧 we need to talk about culture。那个 culture 为么让你这个吧，阿瑞行的可那个东西，个让那我只个睇了大概上去了我。那个 culture 为么让你那在人家，可吧 we need to go back to our forefathers。他个个 poetry 为么让你看 exactly poetry culture 这呢一种为啊我们让引让一种为 forefathers 变去吧 they are interlinked 我识字有这呢我 so to know about poetry you need to know about our culture and to know about our culture you need to know about our forefathers 这他也个为一种为 poetry 把去么起了就为 how to say mà chỉ là thà lấy ngã sắc cái gì nữa, lấy ngã sắc cái bài nữa. Ít chúng mình bằng our generations, cái này cái chúng mình là, yêu vì opinion li, cái này cái chúng mình là, ít chúng mình ngã sang sang lá cái hay, ngã sang hi, apong cái chung cái này neglect sa cái hay, apong cái chung cái này preserve sa cái bài chứ, apong chỉ ignore sa là cái mà sa là cái này thà thay. Maybe they have had their reasons. Atu madam li bang la shanji mathala gai na thai saw bata. Hawla sa ka thai mi ka chung ka le saw bata. La pho ju wi ka khalat ka thai mi ka chung ka le saw bata. Achung ka la da thai haw bata. Ai chung thai da le la ka da ju wi ma ka bila la khi ka ma thamara ka ju wi zang sa la pai. Or thai la ka interest ma le ma da tha da ignore sa ka hai ka tha la zang sa la pai. Chỉ tháo cái đó atum we generations cái này cái thùng chỉ đi thật effort khi khám mất mình là can thui cái hai thật thấy là cái chỉ thà đó ignore sao mình cái hai generations chỉ vì alung chỉ đi ít chúng we khởi nào và cái chung cái chỉ cái hai là cái ít chúng we ngay sinh ba và khởi nào bị ngay thấy đóเลยthà cái vậy ít chúng we ngay sinh thấy đóเลยkhởi nào bị chỉ chỉ ai cái vậy thoát cái chúng we chỉ ai cái vậy一种为上那个海个神奇个样个其他人么？啊，从另个有那个个样个追苦买人么？一种为自然把这类型的玩儿 ，ignore 上面个海呀 generations 把这还有了 ，it is our turn now。一种为阿当的哇，好拉了累的嘞，拉破了累的嘞。And there are very few elders who know how to sing, who know the meaning of all the lapo. Kani ko tumang le re, laga ji ye tum na re ye tum wi saran le da kani ko tum le da kala ya khadar naw ding ji li ba la ga ma ba nga san chu re kha ba, ma ba nga han chu re kha ba. Forget about our generations. No, we are the three we we are the three ngara, each we are bana ngara. Everyone now class 6, 7, 8 lead them that living. At we future ba, they will have a future with no identity. Identity ma le mro wa itung na ma sa mi ya ka ba. Ari itung we to jang li ba ka chung ga ma ning ne ji sa la la khar now. Awo ai a kha khani ba le yo. Na po thai da khale ka khala thai da khale hawla ji ka khala thai da khale ka athum ji jing shon ma ji mro wa athum ok thui shon ma ji mro wa itum wi nga shan chang la ga ji la ga nga shan ka ka chung khala ye ji la ga ari won itum nam detail sai na mai sai na ma thai la le da khale ji itum wi kharar thot ping na lairi kai na kapi la ga ma hai khani bang no itum na ka ji ka tha wi maram li thai nga ye da khang ha na dam chi tharan ji li mai sai na mất thấy quy là lấy ta cái lấy chi mất thấy quy đó là lấy ta cái lấy chi nó hắn quy khai mà cái lấy vàng ấy nào khởi nào ác cái này lấy ta cái lấy chi lý chúng nó mong hắn mong là chính quy à các bạn simán chẳng ao kia cái gì chỉ nên là y bài gì nè người nín cả là cái tùy vì aman cái sự chỉ thấy là cái saran cái sapa chỉ tới cái sai cái hắn thật là ít chung vì poetry cái thằng lịch sử cái gì là tùy là người ta hàng ngày là lấy cho cái đó nơi ý chí là chỉ sử dụng là cái poetry đi cái bị cái hai đâm chỉ saran chỉ đi khi người thoát mình là ít chung vì tùy cái thằng là thấy vì ra chung là chỉ thấy cái khi mang mình là chung là chỉ sử dụng là cái khang ở đây là sử dụng ra khang ở đây apong chỉ là chung là sử dụng cái là research chung mấy đó là saran research cái sao đâm chỉ saran chỉ đi ít chung vì người sinh sáng lá cái này là để chú mà làm gì à chú khi chú mấy đã thấy có bằng rồi chỉ tháo cái đó khi đi ra trong đất này mà tay lá cái này chú không nuôi thoát pin poetry cái gì vậy nơi in là cái phim kỹ cái gì này tuy cái gì vậy nơi in là preserve sang cái gì này ngay sáng cái gì vậy nơi in là preserve sang cái gì này chú vào ngay nè cái chú mới đi lấy đó cái này là lần pin cái resources pin chỉ sinh là cái ít chú là cái bí kỹ cái gì cái bí ran ba chỉ cái bí say cái gì ba chỉ hàng ngày nali ili ari nga landa publish salo cái gì mình nhìn này khán là cái bí profile các bạn that is already good nên là cái bí đó là các bạn phá khai này nơi cái bí say cái gì ba chỉ thật hàng ngày vì lấy cái họ publish sa cái này tăng thu lại là cái bí in a kimi mà ramai là cái bí lấy chứ cái first of all, có lý chúng mình ngay sáng sáng lá cái này lấy ra cái chỉ thấy họ cái đó chỉ hàng chỉ thấy ngay họ cái đó ý cái đó là thấy ngay họ cái đó chỉ bằng cái bìa cái này mà làm là ba ý chúng mình cái hàng thật là tùy hi sáng lá cái này họ cái đó tùy hi mới chỉ mang cái sao ngay mình bằng ngay nè cái bìa cái sao này ari hi một cuộc sinh trao rằng là cái ina iwi poetry can you share sang ai itum achiwi panik mayon da le hila Shirui lili itum ko shon chamra wan chibi mingai na mayon da le ne da itum ko tong na thaye awi unique sa da le awi aman sa da le kala ana itum manipur state li o ko chiwi level ju la ga na khanga mi da le ji itum ko tong na witness sa da le ne da hili itumi awan ka shon chimra wan chibi maram di ta da ka ye da le ina ba shop mi ke ka shon chimra wan ungvu wi awungvu o ka shon chimra wan khamatha khi mathai sa na kho khamatha ka chi khangam khare magar khame mirin khare ok chui na maya ngakhai khang malai khangarai timra wan chi magathai makhamai malai wan khamanang dungdi o timra wan ngaphai red repo philavu ming sing mayon rampuk rampakvu sari kapai wan chansai philavu chan malai hui ka phem chi ngamer sak karamyon ya maya sor mamachut mamasat tangkul wurzo mangmutot ngare ru ramfu khau ngshimshi kazem khangai mang ning khan ning sa ning ra pam hau iur philavu ngachan ngapao hen sanglo zimik ba shokdi ka shong shiman haila shiman chang ma shiman kapai lan shiman chang raliko nganau phi tangkul chanvaira maya lang somai ta chi thada izum ka shong chimra wanwi khamatha kala izum na atang cha da preserve masa ka ba shiman chang hau ki chiwi maram di chi thada ka pi ai chi ne China Shirui Lili Festival mayon ka phokai na mi ka chung kana ma kana ma nei nau shi nau ping khnui thot ping shui nga shai khwai nei da ka phala ka shi la ka chung ka hang ro ka ri da mayon ka hai zingkun ping chi le Shirui Lili Festival hina mi ka chung ka li zak shi nga sa kai re mi ka chung ka li ba source of income pha ka khui apong akha nei da la ka hang la ka chung ka nei ka pha za ka shi ka chung ka hang da nei chi le iwi bang ba pha ye iwi bang ba za shi ka chi chi ba na ina 他的 design summer 可是他的个别的嘞，这个是个怕，个天么上班人家的民族呢是这样个，啥个说个这个哎呦那么航班谁许你好，阿克明么样的设计的听听这个的吧，丢可瑞里，皮拉个明星个讲物的，要个这里这人啊。Ngahana abagana iurli gatai gashong jimrawan na lakho thaisa philavu hina maning konglui gahai migumoli jimrawan na shei ga chui maning ma mingli mayonu kapha kashi awi nga sahau kapha zakashi kapha kapyo phungra kongwi titi sagapai thot maning mana ya khamai shupra ya makeup kuchi sara ma tingnam tingtingna iurli yaurai won yanga kwili nga soi bare temsak shan ga kwi ning khlami da ka tem ga thai phami nga naw baishap otpam khamong shomia nga hai baya khung khangaya khipa lei ga changkala sai chanre kharin kharak re sang mai laga ngahan kachilei kawan gashonlong man gashungla majuklu majuksa mashunfu ogatui yurmanga sang khabai hishong chishong reigasang chisir salak sacho mirin mashishi ngasakla namda ngimiya machimako apong sahau aili kichimaya manga va khangsakli ithot shiman haila reisang hai iyurli kipa oktuira Hidada bahaila pilavu ming la iur fuaina chao tahorba. Ishi temla gase jui kamay pong mamachukrer madaya. Lei sarah kashong timrawan ming mayang may kabaya pong. Tangkawi yakangai china mayuirano itot le kashong timrawan panit nasara nasadale zakashi kapa zakashi. Panit shiri lili Kashong Timrawan we amingai na mayon that lay panit itumivanga. Palaga haya panit nasara no jihang ba samabay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Igniru and Shirui, for exhorting us on the importance of poetry and how we should embrace poetry. To continue with this session, I have a special announcement to make, and also I invite Amejim Umramyao to release the book of poems by Shirui Leachon. I give the time to Amejim. He will also release the book title. Yes.
Also literally, I think table by name first. I think the design and the title, the frog finally sings. The frog finally sings. Say Shirui Leachon. We like to be young, like now quite high. Like what could be with joy. Like finally, this sign in the party by him. There's only Jimuma, like blessed people, my young publishing house. Like finally, after 1 year, that cracks off the end of it. The Pana, collection, it will go on a policy. Itu dari sampai tak kayak dijumpa sebenarnya anecdotes tentang family we kalung, jadi nature we lah, we childhood nostalgia lah kita tahu mungkin, our experiences ini nak pergi hai kerjaan ni. Sekarang ni congratulations hai ya we, waktu cuma itu kebiru jangan ya, we listen sarang itu cuma itu kebisi, kalau itu saya pun nak tahu bisi, yang kepai ni soda ini release ni title ni ya. Bangun beli. Jadi, pun dah, jadi na, kita na frog na sahau, 기와인의 라사지 그때만 가면
Hello. Mình chú lần cái này quite a frog. Là cái gì cái này frog cái gì? Frog thế cái theo mình gì thế? Frog chỉ main sao đó như là cái metamorphosis đó tầm dạng science kia. And then metamorphosis is keep up that it is a transformation. Then a frog here, a butterfly is because a butterfly also transforms. In a frog here, it feels very local, even though I'm afraid of it. And everywhere they can go. Lui tha ba the phinaw mang kan if han sai sa awo shi shim je. Summer ka Facebook kamera group. So for me, I believe that every person, though we are species, we are human beings, but I feel that every person goes through a transformation. It may be mental, spiritual, or it can be soul-wise. It is about a transformation. It can be about me, it can be about you, it can be about any person that goes through transformation. Same way, class 10, 11, college. So we're always going through this process of metamorphosis to write a froggy height. Taking care of something. Jenna, we open my key in a harbor commissaire. At a motor session, something in a really has some check between you, ranking, which Okay, so the title that I'm going to read now is called Childhood Remembered in Manipur. It was my birthday and I was crouching under the bed. My whole family was crouching. I was hungry, but we could still hear the gunshots. The cold chicken and rice stared at me from their pots. Did I sleep that night? Did the town? I do not remember. But the doves will never return again ever, neither in summer, nor in autumn, nor in winter, nor in spring. Only the perpetual rain pours and drowns everything. And I was only 4. It was hot, and we were walking in 2 single files. Someone had died, some patriot killed miles away from home in an ambush. Yet I did not recall his or her name. I have lost count to note, just like I can't recall the number of rallies and strikes. When will the noise stop? The voices from the mics, the smell of kerosene emanates from my mother's torch, while I worry about my kid brothers who are waiting for us under the porch. I'm older, but still too young to comprehend. Now I see a bigger painting of the world, a painting aging with time, yet the world remains young and corrupted. Agonizing pain nullifying another pain. That is how we gain. A dose of the mythical golden fleece to purge the toxin, a drop of filter to redeem us from all the sins, and a philosopher's stone to make amends. Is it too much to us, yet too far we also went? I'm much older now, but I still remain clueless. Despair seems to close in on us from all directions, yet these few moments of joys make this life worth living after all. This was written when I was in Kolkata for my college. I wrote this just as an assignment. Actually, I can say that this is the beginning of my poetic career. I wrote this as an assignment because one of our teachers, our professors, had assigned us to write a poetry based on our experience. And then and she was so happy that she made me read this in a conference that was being held in the college. So I started thinking, okay, so this can also be poetry because like in the poetry, you got rhyme scheme, figures of speech, even and then if you go into the techniques, rhyme scheme, yes, meter, foot, you have to use figures of speech. But free verse for it, free verse he and then there is no inhibitions free. So I would suggest my listeners, some of you may be students, to start writing free verse and have a word. So this we lived in a time when we gunshots cover stripes rallies stripes rallies we hardly hear gunshots in Krujole because we know the reality of the valley and other districts. And I'll read another one to lighten the mood because this was serious. Okay, this poetry, and then sometimes I write in a key, national. So this is not watermelon. I saw watermelons dangling from a tree. Its vine had twisted its way all around the tree. Big, juicy watermelons that would sweeten my day. I chose a watermelon that I could reach and grabbed it and jumped over a ditch. I hugged it all the way home, though it was very heavy. Humming a watermelon song on the way home, I thought how delighted to be my mom. She would say, "Aya, my child, you are the best." Like a hunter, I came home and proudly showed my prize. My mom started laughing and wiping tears from my eyes. She cut the watermelon into 2 helmet-like halves. And lo, the inside was not red, but white. It was not watermelon, but only turbot. A pig's watermelon. Okay, so with this, I will give the stage to Ashley.
I'm not here to read my poem. Sadly, I do not write poems, but I really look up to those who can write poems. Yeah, John, as a friend, I now address you as a friend. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of Lung, who is coming up also. She has a book of poems as well, if you didn't know. Things That Grow on Us, which is available there as well. You can get it signed by her personally. Sario's book of poetry, which we released just now, is also available there. So after this open mic poetry session, and after the closing ceremony, we can all get it signed from them and bring back home 2 books of poetry with us, as well as Amajin's book of poems as well. Yes. I have names of those who have registered for this open mic poetry. I now give the time to Lung Shaiza.
Actually, we brought up reasons on either participate some other things as me. But my mom is here, and my mom was asking, when's your chance to go up on the stage? I'm here because of you. She's been here since morning, waiting for me to be on the stage. So then I thought I've written a poem for my mom, and there's not a better place than this to perform for her. It's called Happy New Year, Truly, Fully. So I wrote this poem this year, around my mom's birthday, which is very close to New Year. And when I wrote this poem, after her birthday, it was inspired from her birthday because a year back, 2 years back when I left Ukrul for Pune, my mom was not around, she was traveling to Canada. And 4 years ago, there was a moment in our family when we thought we wouldn't have much time with each other. And then I realized when I was wishing, when my mom's birthday came around, and I was just counting the years, her years, I realized, man, it's been 4 years since we thought that. And that day on her birthday, I was so busy that I was trying to find time to wish her birthday. So that's not cool. You should wish your mom on first thing in the morning, but I also realized the blessing that we were so busy with our life that even I forgot to wish your birthday early in the morning. That lucky, that blessed we are. So this is a poem I thought of the year. I thought I wish we had so many years together that every year I can wake up January morning and say, Happy New Year, Happy Birthday. Okay, Happy New Year, fully, truly, fully. That winter, 1 minute. That winter, I did not dare pray for anything else, afraid that God might have to choose. So I kept chanting the same prayer on dinner tables, in churches, on my bed, through hospital hallways. Now that you are recovering, traveling, and busier than ever, busy I got again too, wandering, worrying, and working again. Getting carried away, so far from home, going with the flow to cities where the sweet summer heat makes me sweaty, hungry, and forgetful. That's why I forgot your birthday. I had to pause a moving train today to get time, to make time to write you a birthday message. It took longer than my break time because I was crying by the end of it. I was crying and adding up the years. It's been 4 years since, and here we are, carrying on with our lives. Happy 60th birthday, happy birthday, Alva, I wrote. She wrote back saying, I'm 61, I love you too. God didn't choose. He always gives more than enough. Even this liberty and luxury to choose my cities, miseries, and worries. When the one thing I wanted that winter was to truly, fully mean it when I say to you, happy birthday, and a happy new year to you for a long, long time. That's the first poem, and this is from the book that I wrote. You know, when I was young, and I just started writing poetry, my mom would see me struggling to find themes, and she would, one time she said, why don't you write about me? And I was like, there's nothing that comes to my mind when I think of you. So, but then later on, over the years, as I grew older, lesser I wrote about love, lesser I wrote about my heartbreak or the boys I love, and the more I wrote about my mom and my dad and my family and friends that have been through with me all these years. So this book I dedicated to my parents, who I refer to them as my mountains, because wherever I go to Pune, I go to Delhi, wherever I travel to, and I struggle with life, I carry on, but whenever I come home, I feel like a bird coming home to mountains, and they are like this mountain of faith, who just carries me, welcomes me home, and I'm safe home again. And this is a poem dedicated to my parents, and there's the fly who really likes to be in my company. Okay, this is a poem from my parents. You're like a mountain, you hold up the sky for me, while the sun rises from your back. What is there to be afraid of? You're a mountain of strength, faith, and love. And I'm still a bird that comes home to you. Thank you.
Thank you. I cried. The names I have, maybe there will be people more than these names who wants to come up on the stage and read out their poetry. And this podium is open, the stage is open. But I will read out the names of those who have registered. You can come up. I won't be coming up on the stage again, but you can come up one by one and take your time. Lam Hung Baryam, Rook, Timray Chan, Chui Mayer, Lansak, Sandy Vashum, So Marin Kashak, Ikrom Ishaiza, Tingam Thi, Pian Yakuping, Genius Mungkai.
Thank you, Chairperson. My name is Lanhung Bariam. I'm from Impui community, and I'm the committee member of Impui Literature Society, and also the student activist of Impui. My regards to esteemed panelists of this program, ladies and gentlemen here, I, on behalf of Impui Literature Society and Impui community as a whole, would like to thank the organizing committee of this program, particularly. Thank you once again. Today I brought a poem called Lunjang for this open mic. Lunjang is Kabui clan, the oldest Kabui Impui village that was abandoned and later relocated following the devastating earthquake that struck on January 4, 2016, and it was the epicenter of that earthquake. The magnitude was 6.7, something like that. So this poem is particularly dedicated to the memory of that Kabui clan, and I'm going to read from my mother tongue. It goes, Lonjang Kabui clan. Ai pu ke hep zong lang imuan bi hungda ai kriang takcha nam tak lu rim rim unga ai lungui ke thai lang imuan bi hungda hungnar bu kut balan soka ating ke tau thang ding dan ne bezi ning khu bi khut hen ga cha cham cha le ilu lai sok ding dan ne phangu haya om imuan roi phangu a meri ai bat lai bi phum thang roi Ramon lian sungbi impui nampui mi rasing hung suak nun nam lian lumpek sungbi hiak thang lu te hiak khale anu impui kadai dia mu luga now send dan gasak inai an kwat kara le swak we in bing le ram loi tarwe in don rai pan le kamang rai gondwe nu ki hek le langna tafap na mulan rue bazam nu ramon chungbi karingai katang runga la tu ilu inte kabang me khojin na ko brame ngai su kriang ibe kriang e sonta kitim san nam kamang gondam ding rue. This poem is written by Isaac Inca, Dr. Isaac Inca. He is the chairman of Impui Kabui Literature Society presently. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi. Just so you know, my name is not Ruk. It's pronounced as Rukia. Today I'm going to recite a poem. The poem is inspired by my reading of post-colonial literatures. So here goes the title of the poem and my poem. Beneath Shirui Lily. Miles away from you, yet you remain our pride. From the land of Shirui Lily, they call us. As proud as I feel, somber my head grows. For what goes beneath you is far from their sight. Hear me, beneath the glorious Shirui Lily lies our children, dreaming and longing with no means, forgotten unemployed youths, trembling in fear, hopelessly fueled by our helpless people's hope, our rutted roads which lead to unpolished gems. Yes, our lament echoes to turn their eyes toward the people, yet the lily alone they choose to see. When would our sweat and tears find their solace? Will tomorrow's dawn bring new light? Or will the wait be eternal? The land has more to offer than just the lily. Yet what lies beneath the table allures brighter to them. Or what of the souls beneath the Shirui Lily? What of the souls beneath the Shirui Lily? Thank you.
Okay, warm regards to everyone gathered here today. So the poem that I'm going to recite is an original of my work, and this poem resonates about my personal life, on account of which its voices regarding timeless love in eternity. The core concept is about passionate devotion in endeavors. It reflects upon gratitude, experiencing continuous vitality. So it's about treasuring every moment, indolent and jubilant adventures. Okay, so here is the poem. The title is Tranquil Evermore. Moments apt in perpetual enlivenment shall pursue to succeed evermore for a pampered protagonist of adoration. Yes, and you are. Though little artistic it may seem, to find guilt in taking for granted divine favor. Yet the crescendo of each rhythm pounds harder as a tranquil shh from within whispers. His love for us is an ocean, a vastness. Once embraced, there is no turning back. The allure of convalescing with eternal love as its cure, of any kind of worldly destitution would depart from his opulent grace of benevolence. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. I am Junior Bengkong from Salem Village. And I'm currently pursuing my BA at St. Joseph College, Ukut. I've started writing my poems not long ago, and I would like to share one of my poem. That is the Cherry Blossom. She blooms in March and early April, which is also called the lover's season, where the essence lies in fragrance and colors, a period where men are tender-hearted. She is most admirable with raindrops sprinkled on it, like the dewdrops softly laid. She attracts the eyes of all bees, that the others' flowers are quite lonely. How beautiful and powerful she is! Isn't she worthy of being called the cherry blossom? Beautiful and powerful, yet vanishing like a morning dew, she blooms there. For but a moment, she fades, tortured and bruised by the cruel wind. Thank you.
A very good afternoon to everyone present here. My name is Lansa Pungay, a second year student at St. Joseph College. And I'm very honored and privileged to share a poetry of mine. The poem is titled My Poetry Quest. It's written in Villanelle, and it's about my experience, my struggles and joy as a beginner in trying to learn the art of poetry. And I hope this poem resonates with many one of you with your experiences in your beginner days. So the poem goes: in search of words, I start my quest to learn the art of poetry, a journey to be my very best. Pen in hand, I face the test. For me, a novice, it's mystery. In search of words, I start my quest. Meters and rhymes I must digest, crafting lines with care and clarity, a journey to be my very best. Through trials and errors I invest, and polish lines as I try. In search of words, I start my quest. With each verse I feel refreshed, each line a step to mastery, a journey to be my very best. In this world of poets, I'm a guest, embracing the challenge with modesty. In search of words, I start my quest, a journey to be my very best. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Good afternoon, each and every one of all present here. First and foremost, I would like to honor to stand before you and recite a poem entitled A Soulful Journey to Shirui. It's a Shakespearean sonnet written in the classical style of iambic pentameter. With sincere devotion, I pen this poem, especially in honor of this special day. With heartfelt gratitude, I now present to you all the poem. A soulful journey to Shirui. I saw her crown from far, a whispered dream, where lilies bloom in shy and glowing grace. So many plants had drifted down the stream, yet fate one day aligned to set the pace. With friends in town, we laughed and climbed so free. The mini pickup danced on bumpy roads. Each step uphill we rode our memory. The trail was hard, yet joy was in our hearts. The sun was kind, yet summer kissed us with. Wild flowers cheered us on with scented bread. Near summit's edge, where dreams and fears had led, the lily called us softly from the dead. O Shirui, where the sky and spirit blend, you hurt my legs, but healed my soul. My friend, thank you.
Hi. Once again, a very good afternoon to you all present here. My name is Shirui. A poem which I'm going to recite is about my mother, her faith, her love, and how she inspired me every day. And it is called Her Voice, My Faith. It is written in the form of free verse, and here I present the poem. Her voice, my faith. She scolds me when I sleep too long. She says, wake up, go kneel and pray, go to church, it's a brand new day. Even on the phone, she calls my name. Did you go? Remember, I'm not happy if you stay away. She is firm, she is loud, she makes things clear. But her love is loudest in my ear. I sigh sometimes, I drag my feet, but somehow just feel calm and sweet. Her faith is strong, her will is fire, and through her bush I climb up higher. She tells me, sing, let heaven hear, sing with all your heart, my dear. And when I do, it feels like grace, like I've stepped into her sacred place. I used to frown, now I see, she's not forcing. She believes in me, in every prayer, in every grace. She's guiding me through all my days. And in her faith I find my way, a guiding light for every day. With every step, her love I praise, forever held in my embrace. And someday when I grow up, I'll take care of her with love enough. Grateful to share this with you. Thank you.
Once again, a very pleasant evening to you all. I have a poem with me, written in fast track yesterday, to be honest. This one celebrates our enchanted flower, Lilium macleanei, as compared to Magnolia of China and Southeastern America. The title is Macleanei, Do Your Magnolia. Peregrine into pink, land of magnolia, for there's only evanescence and begonia. Lay your angenual creature with demure smile, where pink petals rain to deck the dark instead. Dancing hum, captured voluptuous posture, melancholic callings from embracing nature, tried to be resonated with your novelty. Spells of alert pleasures, flushed and faint beauty, you'll sink in sweet elixir of tropical musk, whilst the Leaves patterns close through the dreamy dusk. But oh, when your mighty land is dry as bejeweled with Lilium Maclini, richer, fairer, and filled, bloom and bloom and bloom with her in wild, never beating. Let Maclini do your magnolia be broken. Thank you.
Cho đây được lên. 이날 밝은지 르스 사하이브지 기 미네리고 사라지니 밤이요. 르스 사하이브 문위라가 무축가하이 필라브 미 그대위 나사하이라라 닝리바 나디 파리하이진 그샨라 데구라 그살삼다 정위루 카이라 숑푸미 삼박다 닝 노히 나사구시 이 우βλungwe 이부 사진도 나바 누이라카 무축가하이 필라브 찬한 심시하이 필루마 마탄투 머린팔리 나한 멍한가르마 Matakap yang gaga nazak iwining sheshin sablishi kimando ningai kama ining le lejing ngunui laka machut kahai pilawe kaziram la mavangai mana nali risu magasa pilawe pegar karpokta mina shaka jibaishine se vaishiye da mi kali zatu liha iavo ini optot kanishi machi gabai Pilavuwi rakawan mangate sambak kahai kanguhun ma ning matunrar kajangma zadui ulu kangabak vekuli sambang minasa or risu sakangayu. Thank you.
Good evening to all the dignified guests and masters gathered here on this blessed day. My name is Pim Yakaping and I'm doing my 10th plus 2 in Alice Christian Higher Secondary School. I thank the organizers for this golden opportunity, both to listen and to learn from everyone. I'm still a beginner, so I won't be able to compose such beautiful poems like the others before me, but I will try my best. I will be reciting an original piece, Showered in Blues, Clothed in Hue, a poem that may not seem very complex to you, but means the very best to me. I took inspiration from your ongoing festival and decided on this particular topic to commemorate the Shirui Lily, a blessing from God that could never be compared to any other. Showered in blues, clothed in hue. The time is here, the cry is near. Gather your colors, give way. Make haste, the past clear. Arrives the glory of May. The sky of dewdrops revere. Birth of that which lay beneath the earth sincere, in grace and splendor array. Rejoice, for it is awaking. Rejoice, for the birds call, to praise with meed of token, and gifts unveiled to all. The time is gone, the cry is here. No longer its beauty enthralled. One more turn ere it draws near, to captivate and call forth to the whole. I'd like to give a brief explanation of my poem, if you don't mind. The first stanza is talking majorly about the people before the start of the festival. This stanza focuses mainly on telling the people to prepare for the arrival of the Shirui Lily. The second stanza is about the Shirui Kashong and the explicit conditions required for the lily to blossom timely. It suggests that even the sky and the earth waits eagerly for the beloved flower to bloom. The third stanza, it's speaking on the short time when the lily blossoms. I would like to clarify that in this stanza, we circle back to the people once more. Hence, the poem is telling the people to showcase their talents in commemoration of this festival. In the fourth and last stanza, the festival has passed and now, all of us, we must return to our daily lives. We can only wait patiently as another year goes by and we can bathe in the beauty of the lily again. Lastly, I'd like to say that my poem is a tribute to God, because without Him, none of this would be possible. The Shirui Lily, the celebration, and I myself for this opportunity. This is all due to His blessing and support. Thank you all for listening to my poem.
Hello, my name is Bodre Luveza from Jesami village. My poem title is The Shame of Your Silence. Who is it that you fear, that silences a soft, velvety voice within? What holds you back, making murmur hearts skip a fragile beat, and painting cherry cheeks with gentle, guilty blush? Though tender lips are still tight, the mind still speaks at times. Lone voice flows like a river streams. Through depths of soul, where emotions deep, leaving silent words unheard. The dawn of fears holds back the tide, echoes of a heart that cannot hide, helplessly slips silently into the room. A humble heart pierced by 1,000 souls. Sure screams echo, a thunderous roar inside. Yet, serenity reigns on the outside. The saddened soul creeps, silence, and kneels, shattered on the cold, hard floor, covering tear-stained eyes, seeking desperately solace from the unseen. Thank you.
Greetings to all. I will show you Nina Nutuke down the book. Poem baby, but Hoptowre, not to one. Gathering coming late by them. Then it was a bit late. Ili Lumrayum goes on away, so go when if I really theological student salad that they represent the Sunday, 25 years settle. Tanguduena, Kapi, Kain and the binding called the sun Wimeran, Iwi topic to 9. Echoes of the Almighty God. Tanguduena. Vasangkok Karewi Kongra Dion Nashon say Kahaiwi to put Chan Rayli Lungkurli Jumlak Kahai Kajiha Aka Tungkok Wi Rinzana Pangter Sanmi Ayat Kong Taitan Kumek Yirgate Kivat Varian Kare Adam Napung Aje Itum Napung Come show me Jang Kareng we Aina Tapi Kahai Kon Niang Kahai Ot Ning Jauri Aina Jingri Haini Vasang Kok Kare we Kongra Duyon Nanao Zao Kahai Kakshot Ajikun Muti Papaitum Vasangkok Karewi Kongra Dion Newan Tara. He will suddenly in a shape the Kujokai, Kivankle to cover. It will really the shape Sahni, Akagani, Portugal. Giovanni the S in the key represents Sahne to cover. Social view, are we bomb the to use it hung in the lay. H, historical concept. Tilahan mirror. A. Attributes of the Supreme Creator. B. Perspective. Kadada upon the thing didn't you see that you perspective she community. Color E. Eschatological view. The end times way. View G. Christian.
Hello. First of all, I would like to apologize to those who do not speak Tangkul because of speaking Tangkul because I'm promoting Tangkul. Okay. First of all, Ayaji, she pastor of the cultural fashion. No, joke to me, and then the Zang Yolo Jam, Suna Penny. He mother stay with her for the stay with how we or girlfriend, we boyfriend, we hit how we love this could be Sarija. Another how we love to Jenna. Church Palipim show with them. Rasamilo, Sano, could you poem to book demon? I tell them some quite solo. Hangjan Ethaga, represent something large Rasasane. And then I remember I had written a poem that was written while I was comparing with the wealth and beauty of our temple for a girl that I like. Yes. And why I write that, to make it more interesting, Tangkru we Kapakashi Shong Yamaga, issue girlfriend budget Machukman the Kizilla. And your girlfriend budget Machukman, the Tangkru Kakshun Machukman, and the title of my poem is Kamilan. Okay? Kamilan. Okay. Budgetly, I haven't proposed that girl. Proposed entirely because even the Shirui, we are not allowed to plug Shirui, right? Yeah. Okay, so here goes my. Okay, in the hik bottom ranjang, na avulim chumai ha avulim chuklo, jang avulim chumai no relation to each avalim chumai chuklo, no relation to some olim chumai chuklo, no relation to each girlfriend or boyfriend, avobali tada. Anyone who like, no relation to each valim chuklo, like a hik bottom ranjang chuklo, poem which is subjective salagijang. Okay, let me read. Kamilan. Imayu avuram tangkung lay, mayut kizat ni hai. Tina ruha shri shira wan shiva, mating rik, mashanda makui. Deo kamayo payoda, shung krik ni hai de. Ui ya, do ze, a porch baby hai. O gasawo, we kamilan, ki aina janjam lujido. Kashong don wiena, masina ri. Nimshin ri panongli. Tina bina wanau konling soda. Nim yung ri chirchong ri. Nawi kamidiru mating may ikrok mating. O amewa nawi kamilan. Uhiri yung nagaben mabay. Nganada masa nali kangasyan imik kamayan. Imangasyan kamilan. Machu akan achuk kape. Ki ay napandam lo. Nawi hek mahanga. Ngaklo la janjang sawai lo da apor ke penu o rai atfu o kshong kim rawon ngrang gi haisai ngayo da mukhui ngaleng thi asho alep kipan kipa wi kem saklo kamilan ning share.
It's not over yet. I just wanted to interject. We have postcards to remember our literature festival. It's a series of postcards. So these are available for every one of us here. So you will get them on your way out. But please stay for the closing ceremony to get this. You have to read them. These are wonderful photographs of Ukrul town and our land and our scenic landscapes. So these are very beautiful postcards. Please get them. I wanted to introduce some more names for the open mic poetry. Abung Releng, we have Abung Releng as well. And we have Shimrei PR Shimrei as well. And we have Hermione Kaling, our speaker from yesterday as well, to read out one of her poems. And we have another special friend who was reluctant to read out his poem, but I shall still give time to him, and I hope he take the opportunity. Yes. So I now give the time for Abung Releng, Shimrei PR Shimrei, Hermione Kaling, and a special friend. Thank you.
Good afternoon once again. Myself, Abung Releng. A few days back, a very simple Mother's Day, Yon Kai, Oti, Tongana, Yon Kai Niang. So, in a Kapikai last time, he poem he a very related last time, poem name. Last time we lapina, you were a virgin. I hope you won't mind in a own time like I So ngazan la kaina khangran nei na tumni lim thi da lemra ilan na tumni ma thi mane. Okay. All right. Here we go. Iwi ape. Tui kur kra avo wi bang. Ong shok ngai ya iwi uklung na. Ya ka hai. Tui avo wi bang. Chang tam yang hai ra ina opathui wi. Mashit kamano mari. Kang shika lai shat li. Tha la la. Akam am kachia avo na wi le gishi jina. Kachang chiko matai mai la sambanga. Ina opathui li mararang lakha. Ning ka krik maklai. Iwi kre shim avo na wi naupam. Ina sha kre la avo na wi jibet la. Ili gazet tam chithini kre avo na wi pang. Iwup na chirchong ri kre avo na wi nu. Iwi mik na thai kre avo na wi zakmai. Ina tam kri kre avo na wi khanima chanham. Shikri kre avo na wi nghui ri ka hai otsak. Na wi nu ri thang aina ipasana. Mapum phamaman zathai uda rahai salala. Zingthan lamwe aina thui laga ngshun pong aina zingyin lamwe aina maya vashunda kong hi ngshing bizat thada khangsam ko malay ave nawi mirin ngawata haida khrito otphun ning makhang khangaveng ko malay ave nawi pisa chot la maham chi thaima kanang la mapong shokma shim khuiwang ning ga khlik kachot kachang si ka phuna yui hauda ngathum da chak ngacha la man rim hai mathing sakma khipa khali avanawi kachot khipa khamalai ma nawi thada khang ka thai opathuili khipa khamalai ma nawi thada lishi ka thir opathuili tamkhui vairano avanawi khamazing acham aram sansam vairano Mushanrada avanawi kamatha otsak. Shangai shonle avanawi kanima khon nganangai shonle avanawi jibet la kamahayang sale avanawi naumiyera naumalaga kangasa. Mahai mirinu avanawi mirin shang mirinu avanawi kaksui ray mirinu avanawi kamaho ningsing hari hairinu avanawi mangla okpai mirinu avanawi mirin okpai mirinu avanawi mirin. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Shirui. I'm a literature student. I did my master's in Nehu. I'm substantially a shy person, but poetry gives me confidence, so I would like to share two of my poems. These are very personal, so I will leave it to you. You may interpret it however you like it. The title of the first poem is Our Days in the Sun. On a sweltering day, she forewent the knot, and on the same day she vowed, I do. If I should spring with anything, I will do so with the knot echoing in my ears. An indistinct and hazy letter arrived a fortnight ago, one that should be looked upon with awareness and not with haste, as you climbic away your summer with cicadas and crickets ringing in your ears, weighing between blossoming love and interdiction. I shall commit to paper in the afternoon and invoke it as the bell rings in the evening. As the petals of the lily in the vase falls at every gentle shake, so is my endearment as another hazy letter make its way, one that should be burned and buried. The title of the poem which I'm going to read is Resplendent Aberration. A few girls' slender fingers and feet, eyes which speak a foreign language, a cautious mien, and I was enthralled. And for many winters, I convinced myself it was the same on the other side. but whispers from the corridor blasted my unruffled world. One fine summer night, a long phone call had to bring to closure. My boat was unmoored in the Gabesco, and I should go. But I must tell you that the letters never reached you because I never wrote one. And if we lock eyes in a poignant and rowdy room one winter noon at a friend's place, I promise you a smile free of remnant awkwardness. And even if your gaze remain resplendent among the hustle and the bustle, I will not go all over again. Thank you.
Hello. I guess I would be reading two poems, both found in my poetry collection, In the Hour of My Heart. You can get the book on Amazon and Flipkart. I don't have an introduction. Let the poem do the speaking. The first poem is titled, Tell Me Gently. If your love wears off, and if I should leave, let me know, my love. Tell me gently, say it kindly, and I will go. I will leave not like the breaking of glass, not like doors slammed shut against a storm. You let me know. Tell me as if nudging me up from sleep, softly, slowly, as if to wish me good morning. Do not let it come to war, my love. Just let me know. I will leave as the sun makes way for the moon, before the night takes over. Say it gently. And I will go like the last autumn leaf, in time and in understanding. I will go cradling our love in my arms. Let it not be knocked over by war. Let it not be stained by bitterness. If your love wears off, and if I should leave, let me know, my love. Say it, tell me gently, say it kindly, and I will go. This is the first poem. The second is titled, Love Came in the Midst of a Tropical Storm. Love came in the midst of a tropical storm, just as the wind stole the roof of my house, just as I stood there, soaked like a wet dog, hair plastered to my face, grace abandoned, somewhere between the gutter and the mango tree. I was in my overalls, mud creeping up my ankles, and then there was love. Not standing in a doorway because, well, no roof. But right there, laughing under the grey sky, as if my disaster was some kind of invitation. Love could have called first, could have sent a letter in the mail, didn't give me time to fix my hair. Didn't love see? I was a mess of rainwater and bad luck, when love waltzed in, unannounced. But love came anyway. Sat with me on my mother's porch, smiled at my chipped nails, my mud-stained knees, as if I was some kind of masterpiece. Then words were exchanged, and I swear I got tipsier without a single drop of wine. Love was kind, love was patient, love didn't ask me to be extraordinary, love only needed me to exist. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I came here with no intention of coming and standing up here, but when Ajahn hit me and Ajahn Lung came up here and read their poems out, something stirred inside me. So I'd like to share two poems I've written. Firstly, this is for my best friend. She's a really pessimistic person, but there's sweetness in her rudeness. Here's the poem, Brightest Blue. I'll never lie to see your smile, but I'll cry with you for miles. I'll help you look at the warm sky when your hope in life goes dry. I see you stare, yet you never cry at the place where dead people lie. I know you want to escape these nights, I repeat, you're the brightest in my sight. Trying to live feels like living to try. What if today became our last bye? I know you'll be happier, you're excited, thinking of when you go into the light. I hope you know the hurt I'll hide. When you live for the heavens to fly, far, far from all the trivial yet hurtful hate. So I put in all my prayers and my faith in hopes that God will seal a good fate. Heck, I'll be needing you on my first date. Secondly, this is for my mom. Ituna movie li lịch sử thao bị trả hiện là chẳng có lịch sử gì vậy, bà bảo bên là thế quỳ chẳng ngày. My daring warrior mom. Till death do us apart. I've been drinking in those sins ever since I began understanding English films. And I'd feel flutters every time that sin rolled in. Never truly understood the depth of it, though. I'm grateful to Disney, Mom, but I thank you more because you showed me what it really means. Millions of people in the world, and you're the perfect mom for me. So why wouldn't I thank the God you've raised me to believe in? That's it. But I'd like to express my gratefulness for this opportunity, this whole thing. This has been really inspiring for me. And I've never written anything in my own dialect before. But I've been inspired, truly inspired, and I'm truly grateful. And I will try to write in Tangku from now on. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I am Genius Ungkai, and I love to write short motivational quotes. This is just a short motivational quotes. Life is a journey filled with twists and turns, each moment shaping who we are. We navigate through challenges and thrills, collecting lessons along the way. It's in the deserts that we often discover our true self, and the relationships we build become the most valuable treasures. Embracing the uncertainty and savoring each experience allows to grow and evolve, reminding us that the path itself is just as important as the destination. By Genius Ungkai. Thank you so much.
Inarui la sem pagi chi shinauli rinnaga kagabi pagi chi. Kami now sa labai. Parada tonghanwi aina ili shinau hoi. Iwi shimli ningun durgabal singum magda akha haira. Jithaya jamang mada iwi kajangkat shimzun I mathayrama. Iwi shim maning oshu rikamara iwi mirin. Kami now thada shimzun sada khanaylamu. Shinawi mirin ragzak machima. Kalatana magabang kri kabai kanadewi sapalurali. Saigor adowi kamaran. Mayarnaw naliyam da kahau gachang. Nawi Cameroon. Iwi lumtur kahaishi. Igatha Shinau Akana, Kaminau Sada Razamira, Shinau Mirin, Gajankat, Kaminau Sa Mabai, Nishire.
Hello everyone. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having Ukyo Bookstore here in Ukrul, and I really love the experience. So, poetry is not my forte, and Timmy now forced me to recite my poem, so I will be sharing a short poem. So, I don't write much, but these days I'm writing a lot, because I only write when there are no customers in my bookstore. So, you see the situation right now. Anyway, so this is a picture. This is a picture I took last year from my bookstore through the glass panes of my window. So it was during that time when Delhi skies were full of smoke. The title of the poem is Shades of Blue. Today, a friend from Delhi called complaining about the bad air and how the skies had turned grey. Intrigued, I walked outside to the street and looked at Imphal sky. It was bluer than all the blues. How fortunate you are, my friend said. I could not utter another word to tell him that the street was also blue. Thank you so much.
I'm speechless. I don't know how to continue from here. We don't want this to end, and I feel we feel that, all of us. I've been moved by almost all of the poems. I missed out on some poems trying to communicate between the tech team and myself. But I loved all the poems, and we would love to receive the poems in document format or whichever format. Send your poems to contact ishi.place or shirui@bookfest@gmail.com. I hope you're okay with that. Please send your poems in. We want to do something with it. We don't want to just let it sit as a leaf on your notebooks or on your phone note app. Thank you so much, everyone who participated in this open mic poetry. I am inspired to write poetry now, but I won't know what to write. But you guys have shown to all of us what we can write about. So I want to express my gratitude on behalf of everyone here. We will now have the closing ceremony of the Literature Festival. Sadly, this Literature Festival will conclude today, and we hope to have more literature festivals in the future, and we will close on that note. And we have a message from Sir Atwi Parmay, Commissioner of Horticulture and Soil Conservation. We'll have a message from him, and following that, we'll have vote of thanks from Mathanmi Humyo. Yes, I give you guys the time.
Good evening. I was initially thinking that all of you were either off dreaming or texting. How wrong I was. Indeed, this has been one of my most inspiring moments for a long, long time to come. The last few years, I would not have dreamed of witnessing the kind of session that we had with our friends here, Jim and our uncles and Iguira and all of you, and of course the last session, Divas. Our compare said, if I were here, I would have been a poet or a writer and not government servant, a bureaucrat, because I was always inspired in my journey of the last 61 years by poems and stories. As you all know, we humans are different from our cousins, the apes, only in one aspect, our ability to come together and share our stories. The stories of our civilizations has been on a broad campus, the sharing of this kind of stories that each one of us had at a micro scale. I have not written a poem, but if you ask me to recite the poets, the poems that have inspired me, maybe our session will stretch on for another 2 hours. I could recite even today at least 9. If you give me time, maybe 12, 15, can go on. From Frost to, have you heard of Charles Bukowski? Emily Dickinson? Maya Angelou? Of course, let's come to our own, Tagore and Sarojini Naidu and the modern poets. Those poets like Invictus, like Roll the Dice, this has inspired me at times of my peak kind of challenge. I won't say depression. It has uplifted me and inspired me to go on one more step towards my goal, towards my target. And it's one of your poems that you have presented before us. I look forward to reading this. Some of you have recited in your own dialect, which even though I don't understand, I understand. I understood, okay. Because it is a song that pulls the heartstring. Just like music, so is your poetry. Having said this, I will take more time. I want to wish you go ahead with your journey in this journey towards your creative universe. There's nothing for you to fear other than fear itself. Who said that? I'll give you a prize. Okay, fine enough. By the way, I want to go away from here, giving you 1 or 2 prizes for the young budding writers of our future. Which is the longest poem? First hands up, I get prize. 1,000 rupees worth of books here. Come on. Yeah, over there. Yes, my friend Mahabharata. Bonus? The writer, the poet. Ved Vyas, yes. My friend, you get a token for 1,500 bucks to buy a book, nothing else. That's why I'm not giving you cash. So what I want to share is, again, like most of your poem, a personal story, which is very common, which is not even worth sharing in front of your most inspired poems and stories. My story has been that, as I said, I have gone on a journey outside my syllabus. As a student in the college, from class 10, 12 onwards, reading was something that attracted me a lot. From, readings from those small booklet called Archie's, Archie's comic, Mad comic, and then Tinker. Then those were the days we had the Reader's Digest. I have not seen a copy for a long time. So what I'm saying is that read. Go on a journey of discovery. This is possible through reading books from Tolstoy to, if I have to share a story that most inspired me, I should say, John Milton, Paradise Lost, about, it's a dialogue about free will and preordained things. And then Anton Chekhov about the bed between, have you heard of this writer, Chekhov, Russian writer? It's a short story, but most inspiring. It's a bet between a banker and a lawyer. They were debating on the cocktail party regarding a marriage of capital punishment and life imprisonment. Please, I will come to the end, you read that. And which is the shortest story, in the world. How many words? 6. 6 words make a story. And they ascribed to Hemingway or somebody, but you find it out. Your time, don't Google too much, okay? Go for the big physical library books, alright? If you get hooked on that, you'll not get hooked on that gadget. At home, we do not have television, we don't have cable. We don't need it. It was there for a long time, nobody uses it, so we just disconnected, that's it. Mostly we read some books, and it was YouTube. That's something you learn. So this is my story, very simple. Apart from the syllabus, I have been throughout an average student only, nothing more. But I think my capacity and my love for books must be among the top if I compare to my peers, okay? I think that's what give me the perspective of writing answers even the UPSC. Maybe that very average kind of student making through the UPSC exam. Even my wife, even today, she used to tell me after 27, 28 years of marriage, how did you pass your UPSC? She look at my handwriting, I can't read. Huh? What kind of writing is this? And she'll give back to me. I said, I cannot make it out. I myself sometimes find it very hard to read my handwritings. So she still wonders how I cleared a UPSC exam. But I think, even though my answer is not that kind of bookish, must be it reflects the kind of philosophies, the kind of perspective that I have gathered through my readings from the ancient Greek literature to the most modern, Bikram say to things like that. Even today I followed Chetan Bhagat, nice, interesting. So read, discover this world, and I assure you, it will enrich your life. This is my short message to you. Books are the windows, really windows to self-discovery and inspiring journey, a never tiring journey, but you have to find the time to do that. Okay. With this, I would like to especially thank this organizing committee for having brought you together here, because this is what we need. This is what we need. This is what we should be doing more and more. Okay? She-Rock is good, so don't miss that on the grand finale. Alright? But don't miss this kind of opportunity. That's why I regretted having not come yesterday. I could have made an effort. But even today, in the morning, I could have come, but I'd gone to some field and all that. But I realized how, unfortunate I did not make that effort to come right from the morning. So, once again, I thank the organizing committee for giving me this time and for giving me the time to tell you that I, as your elder, is very, very hopeful for the future of our society in your writings, in your imaginative, creative poems and the way you share your story everywhere you go. Do not hesitate to recite your poem inside a bus, in a bus stand, in your classroom, in front of your dining table in the family. Okay? And I would love to read about you more in the future. And of course, I would have to buy the signed books of our established writers. I'll keep that book. That will become priceless in the next few years. So keep it. Don't lose the signed books that you get it from here. It is a very rare opportunity. Okay? So wishing you all the best. Thank you so much for giving me this time. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is usually the time when everyone wants to take a leave, right? But I'm just going to take some few minutes now. I'm not going to take long. Just wanted to share a little bit of how it started. The story started 2 years back. Loom, Warngachan, three of us were having a discussion that we want to do a small literature festival. Right? So where do we start? How do we do? So we started discussing about it, and then we were planning to have a literature festival around this time 2 years back. Unfortunately, the conflict that has happened didn't allow us to proceed towards what we were hoping. And finally this time, just a month back, the festival was announced, and then our goals got connected again, saying that should we continue the plan again or not? And then this is where the word of things comes. I want to thank each and every one of you. We are very grateful as an organizing committee that each and every one of you trusted us, trusted how we have curated this program, believing in us, and then becoming a partner to be a part of this festival. We are indebted to our supporters, especially to RC, she represents Mariwala Health Initiative. They agreed to this festival in a span of 5 days. Without the support of MHI, it wouldn't have been possible for all of us to gather here. So we are indebted and we are very grateful, not as just as an organizing team, but as a citizen of this place and in general. Now I want to thank all our amazing team members. Our team members from BC, our partner, Prolog Bookstore, Pasay Bookstore, Ukrul Times, the other fraternity of media, our bookstore partner Kyo, for coming all the way from Imphal in spite of all the challenges that we were having. We are very grateful for the decisions to come here and then being part of us. I want to give special shout out to the team Loom, Warangachan, Chingluni, Apo, Masun, Sen. I think this has been the most easiest. I think this has been the most easiest team that we have ever managed, right? The cohesion has been amazing. Sometimes most of my teammates are angry because I am quite assertive in some ways, right? But anyway, I think this has been one of the most brilliant things effortlessly that we have done. Our teammates, one was in Bangalore, one was in Guwahati, two were in Ukrul, and I was in Delhi. So 5 of us, 6 of us, we planned all over this in a span of 2 weeks from different cities, came back here. Most of the work to my team, our team members have done this. So special shout out to all my team members. Next, to all our authors,
We are so grateful that you could come all the way, right, in spite of all the challenges and the perceptions that Manipur is having at the moment. We are very glad for trusting us. We are very grateful. And you had to take the long, arduous journey from Imphal to Ukhrul. The roads are bad. And we wanted to give the best experiences. But unfortunately, Ukhrul is a very small town. And from our hearts, we have given everything to the authors. So we are very grateful, and we are sending a lot of love from the team for all the efforts that you have made. Next, I want to give a special thanks to Peter Modoli. He's the Vice President of Penguin in marketing. He is not here. He would have loved to join, but he could not come. He has been one of our advisors, helping us, supporting us, the team in each and every way. Many people had told us when we were planning this 20 days back, 30 days back, that it is too short. We might not be able to host this event. But I think through the advice and through the support of each and everyone, we have done this. A request to the authors and the moderators, please share our stories of our team, of the place, of the whole community, wherever you go. Please represent the best of us. We want to thank especially the other tribes literature society who have come all the way from different districts. We are very grateful that we accepted the invitation and then you have sent your representative and to be a part of this. The most special thanks to all our volunteers, without which we could not have done any of this, right? Since morning, starting from the social media to the physical work to everyone, right? We are very grateful to the volunteers. We hope to have you each and every year, and hopefully in the coming years. The final, the final message for each and every one of us. We hope to see you, everyone, in the next edition of the festival. We are planning to do it bigger, better. We are going back to the space for conversation of how to make the festival better and how do we co-create it. I'm coming to that, the last one. Yeah. So we are here. We are very open for conversations and feedbacks. Going back after the next few days, months, please reach out to us. Please give us feedback so that how can we make this festival better? I think that is the biggest taking that we will have as a team so that we can make it better in the next edition for each and every one of us. And if anyone wants to join the team, please feel free to reach out to us. Lastly, we want to thank the government of Manipur. The Department of Tourism for allowing us to have this festival as a part of the festival. Right? So I was telling some of my teams yesterday that officially we are the first state level, correct me if I'm wrong, Martin, but first state level literary fest. I was just telling my so we are really grateful to the government and department. We will come back better. Please reach out to us if there's anything. How can we make it forward? And I am giving my best wish to everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you all. This concludes our literature festival. We would love to see you in the next edition. Safe journey, and I hope you go home inspired. Take postcards when you go out. Before you go out, please interact with the authors, and there is book signing. Book signing will still go on. Amajim is here. Loom will sign her books, poetry book. Sareo Liachon is here. So, okay, outside. Oh, the book stalls are outside. The one who won the prize token for 1,500, the books are that side, so please catch hold of Sir and take him to the books you want. Okay, so what a wonderful 2 days we had. Adio, everyone. Yes.